Hello, everybody. I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. Welcome to another live stream. You guys know the routine. I got to set up my laptop so I can monitor chat. And it does sometimes take a minute for this to catch up. Right now it says upcoming, but we are actually live streaming. There it is, live. I'll type a message out right quick. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. You guys know the routine. Yeah, I got to set my laptop up, but I got to do something else also. I'm hearing my voice coming through, so it's echoing. Okay, so now I got to type out a message right quick. I had to fix that. Okay. Now let me see, I got to do one more little thing right here, and then I'll be ready to get started. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. I can tell it's going to be hot. So I'm going to try to move a little bit to the side. I got to move my TV a little bit, guys. I got to change the angle a little bit so I can sit in a little bit different spot. I don't really like sitting with the fan blowing in my face, but let me see if I can do something else, guys. Sorry, I got to fix this. Okay, I think I got it fixed now. I had to move my chair so I could feel a little bit of that fan blowing. Okay, now let's We're going to go to Calm Lands. Now, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to end up getting into. But we'll find out. Oh, I'll be glad when I can replace my bigger TV. But I am glad to have the small one for now. Because at least I can live stream on it. Okay, now, first thing I got to do okay, now let's see. I think we're going to pull up the map. We're going to have to sleep for several days just to get 2 fields ready to go. But that's what we got to do. So let's go to sleep. We'll have to sleep for probably 3 or 4 days here. We'll go back to the map. See, we got to sleep another day, probably 2 more. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Just getting started. Whoops, they left already. Sweet. All right, there we go. We got 2 fields we can do. We have the field right there at home. And then we've got that other big one. All right. So we'll go get the harvester. What do we have? What are we harvesting? Soybean. Always going to have to get used to this high-speed harvesting. Now we'll just let it run. Now we're going to need the truck. We could use a tractor and small trailers, but we might as well use the truck. That's what we got it for. Now our other field that we've got to do is a pretty good sized field. So it will take us a while to get that one done. Sorry guys. I've got a little bit of a cough for some reason there. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, let me go over here on my laptop and go down here and give my stream a thumbs up. So I now have one like on my live stream. Sorry guys. I can't ever reach my microphone switch in time to just mute the microphone. It's hard to find the switch. I really like the look of those silos. It's my favorite silos, just from the look of it. Really nice. Yeah, those silos to me, guys, they're the metal ones like that to me just look cool. They look traditional. I lived in Kansas, and I've lived in Colorado, Oklahoma, but I lived in Kansas, and metal, you know, I'm not sure what those exactly are made out of, but some kind of metal. And, you know, you might see brick silos, but that's typical right there. Just the metal, and I think it looks really nice, that gray. So definitely my favorite. Plus, you know, these hold so much. They have so much capacity, 50 million liters each. So our goal is to fill both of those, 100 million liters of grain, potatoes, whatever we have that we can put in there. So basically it's going to be our arable crops and potatoes, because I'm not going to do other stuff. I don't think. We might try some new stuff on here. We'll see. Maybe sweet potatoes or something. I don't know, beets or whatever. We'll see. I'm not even sure what the options are. Radishes. We'll see how it goes. I can just leave that truck sit there. Hello, welcome to the live stream, or welcome back, whichever the case may be. I haven't been playing for too long. Just under 20 minutes. And now they left again. Hello, welcome, or welcome back, whichever the case may be. If you're having connection problems or something like that, and you're in and out, thank you for keeping coming back, not giving up. Backed up too far and thought he was done. We do have 2 fields to do on this live stream. We've got one of the bigger fields to do. Let's see, we put barley in our other field last time. So we will, oh, I see what's going on. It's got that gap right there. He thinks he's done. Yeah. Do the same thing. Last time I couldn't figure out what happened. That time I saw what was going on. That's all right. Yeah, so we got this field and we've got one more field to do. But because we put barley in the last live stream, we planted barley in our other field. So we'll plant oats in this one. I should plant sorghum. We're not going to use this harvester over in the other field. We'll use the other harvester. This one is just for these primary fields over here, these three. I still really want to get rid of these trees right here. I don't really have to, but I kind of want to. Okay, so we've got that done. We've got to fertilize it. Let's go. We don't really need to consider the chickens. We fed those last time. So we're just going to put this directly in the socket. We have such a long way to go to get these things filled up. Oh, that emptied fast. That emptied so fast. Let's see. This truck we might as well drive it over here. I don't think we need the big truck. We probably don't need the big truck for anything. We can just park it right here. Well, we're not ready for that yet, so we'll come back to that. I want this one first. Sorry, guys. Whoops. Overlapping the edge a little bit more than I need to there. I don't worry about it too much. We get the fertilizer for free. It doesn't mean I just want to waste it on purpose, but because I would rather waste some of it than have to keep backing up and catching spots that I missed, because I try to stay right on the edge and I always end up getting too far away from it and I end up missing stuff and I have to come back. What was that blank spot back there all about? I don't know. And if you know me, I don't like driving on the field if I don't have to. Doesn't matter. Doesn't hurt anything at this stage. I just try not to do it out of habit, really. Because I have crop damage turned off anyway. I'm going to use this over in the other field later, but for now, we'll just put it back over here. I could have drove it over to the other field like I did the truck, but I'll just get it later. Now we want the cultivator. And while we're driving over there to this little field, let me just take the time to say thank you for watching the live stream. If this is your first time watching one, or if you've been one to watch in the past, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it. It's a lot more fun for me playing when I know somebody's watching, hanging out, chilling with me. I almost got to. I might have missed a spot right there. Doesn't look like it. Maybe my camera changed. Oops. I'm going to do one row around this one. Only because it's smaller. It's a smaller field. I always kind of like think I'm going to do a headland row all the way around the field, and then I don't do it. Especially if I'm not neighboring another field, I don't really have to do it. Because I think I have all the trees cut back far enough where they're not going to interfere. There still might be a few that I'll have to deal with at some point, but I'm not real sure. See, what is this spot right there? What is that? I don't know how that got there. Now, I will tell you, I already clicked the like button, so I have one like on my live stream. I keep forgetting I can do that myself on my laptop. Okay, now let's see if we can't figure out how to get this guy just going on his own. About where is he going to work at? I think right in here somewhere, maybe. Yeah, that looks like that's going to work. It's going to be close. Going to be close. Got it. Ooh. Perfect. It surprised me. Oh, now I can sit back and relax for a few minutes. Just keep an eye on this guy, make sure he starts in the right spot. That's why this is my favorite game, because I can set that controller down and I can kind of just watch along with everybody else. You can see we're working on the side of a hill right here, because I can't get that tractor to line up with the bottom edge of the TV. It's sloped uphill. So yeah, we're going to put oats in this field. I got to remember that. Actually, you know what I should do? I think that would be okay like that for a second. Let's look here. Let's get out of there. Let's come over here. Let's look here. Oat. I wanted to go ahead and change that seed type so I don't forget to do that, because I very well could forget to do it. And it wouldn't have hurt us. We could have planted barley, but I don't need more barley. Actually, I should have put sorghum. I meant to put sorghum. So if I remember it, I will change that to sorghum. Because we have less sorghum than we do oats. Let's make sure this guy starts in the right spot. And then I want to look at something. We'll have to be quick in the menu. I'm trying to talk kind of quietly, guys. Like I said in my last live stream, I don't have like furniture and stuff like that. I just moved in this apartment. Let's take a look at something right quick. If we go right here, we have barley growing. I got 128,000 liters of oats, and I've only got okay, it's close enough. 90,000, 130,000. It's close enough. It doesn't really matter. Sorghum. A lot of times, guys, when there's nobody watching the live stream, I tend to get quiet. I have noticed that. I don't mean to do that but I do kind of get like, I kind of forget that it will be viewed later after it's posted as a video. So I kind of forget there's still an audience when there's nobody actually watching. And because I have my laptop on there, it shows me that there's one person watching right now, and that's me on my laptop. But it will show me when somebody else comes and starts viewing it as a live stream also. So sometimes when there has been somebody in here, when they leave, that's when I kind of get quiet. Welcome back, or welcome to the live stream, whichever the case may be. I was just talking to future viewers how sometimes when I'm doing live streaming, if there has been somebody watching and they leave and I'm the only one doing it, I get quiet because I forget that there's still a future audience. Sorry, I have a cough. So yeah, I was just talking about that when you came in. And I do notice that sometimes if I'm the only one that's actually watching the live stream, which I'm not really watching the live stream, but I do have my laptop open so I can monitor the chat, so that counts as one person watching, and I can see when somebody else joins or leaves. And sometimes when I'm by myself, I tend to, especially if I'm using a helper, I tend to just kind of sit back and just relax. And I don't really forget, but I don't think about the fact that the live stream will also be posted as a video. So there are future people who might watch it, and I need to talk to them also. So I'll have kind of longer stretches where I'm not talking. Okay, finish that project. I had to think for a second about what I wanted to do. I'm just going to park this over here because we will be taking it up to the other side, but we don't need to take it there yet. We do need this now, and I set it up for soybeans, or sorghum rather, not soybeans. Sorghum is what we want. I remember doing some cultivating with one of my uncle's tractors one time. I did not grow up on a farm. I did not grow up in the country. But I had uncles and aunts and cousins and stuff like that who were country. Uncles were farmers. missed a spot right there. There we go. And I remember one summer, I was probably, I don't know, 14, 15, something like that. And my uncle let me do some cultivating in the field with one of the tractors. And that's the only time I ever remembered getting to run one of the pieces of equipment. I always wanted to run a combine. I didn't get to do that though. Just because it was big, not because I necessarily wanted to run a combine. Sorry guys, I don't know what's got, I got this cough. I'm not sure why. Maybe if I get a drink of Coke Zero, that will help me out some. Let me see. I hope that helps. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I was going to mention earlier, I'm trying to talk rather quietly. I just don't want to disturb any neighbors. And right now it sounds like my voice is like booming loud because I don't have stuff in my room here in the front room of my apartment to absorb the sound waves. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You go into an empty house and it's like your voice is booming. It's almost like it echoes. But I'm not hearing an echo, but it's like I'm in a barrel or something like that. So I am trying to talk kind of quietly. I don't think I'm loud enough for it to actually bother any of my neighbors. But I don't want to be someone who bothers my neighbors. And since it is approaching 1 o'clock in the morning where I live, I do want to be considerate of my neighbors. But I like live streaming at this time of night. I don't know why, but I do. So we put sorghum in here in this field. And I'm not sure how much we'll gain when we harvest it, but it should bring us up over the 100,000 liter mark for sorghum. Eventually we'll have other fields so we can just it won't really matter what we grow. We just swap things out a little bit. Now the other field that we have to do is just make sure this guy starts in the right spot. I think he will. Yeah. Okay, so the other field that we're going to do is that one. So not the biggest field this one is, but this one covers quite a bit of ground too. It almost really looks like it is almost as big as this one, not quite though. So we still got quite a bit to do on this live stream because we got to get that field replanted. Now, for you, those of you who are watching this after it's been posted, as a video, then this is one of those times when I would get quiet. I was talking about that a couple of minutes ago, or just a few minutes ago, and somebody actually came in and started watching the live stream. But now they're gone, so it's back to just being me. And that's when I tend to get most quiet. Now, it's easy to get caught up in just sitting back, relaxing and watching along, and I kind of forget what I'm doing, that I'm doing a live stream. I get so immersed in what's going on screen that I forget that there's a whole other element to it. I try to pay attention to that, but sometimes I get caught up in the game myself and what I'm doing, what's going on. Sorry guys, I got this cough. I think part of it is where I've got this fan blowing right in my face. But if I don't sit in front of the fan, I get hot. And I don't want to run the air conditioner, it's too loud. Plus, it's not really hot in here. The air conditioner helps knock the humidity down some though, but it's too loud for me to run while I'm live streaming or making a video, really. Trying to get rid of that cough, guys. All right, I think we're just about done with this field. Now, I might as well. Sorry, guys, I don't know why I've got this cough. Wow. I'm dealing with this cough, and I've got this guy just sitting here. What's he doing? All right. So I'm thinking I might as well just go ahead and drive this over there to our other field. Because we will need it. Oh. Yeah, we can just park right there like that. We want this harvester. Oh. I'll tell you what I better do. Alright, I really need this coughing to stop. I better take that with me. I might need to repair it. I was just going to leave it down there, but we need to get fuel. We got, what, maybe a third of a tank? I can't see exactly because I'm looking down at the screen. The TV's sitting down on the floor. I don't have a stand for it yet. right, now we got gas. We filled up with fuel. And now we'll go over here. We'll repair that. Yeah, it needed repaired. So, okay. All right, let's go start harvesting. Now we could bring the other harvester over and run 2 harvesters at the same time. I don't think I'm going to do that. At some point we might do that. I think the only every time I want to talk, I get this cough. And I'm not sure why. There's a stop sign right there that is very hard to see, and then I crashed into my truck. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to figure out where I might want to start at. This is our cash crop, soybeans. See what happens if I just let it run on this angle. it might work out where I can catch the whole field. Now, whereabouts is our truck? We'll go ahead and bring it down here. I bet we can just let this run for a while. I'm feeling pretty good right now, actually. So we'll see how it is by the time this is over. But yeah, right now I feel pretty good. Just getting started. But it's like I have the energy for it. Yeah, I'm like you guys. I'm just going along for the ride for right now. What is that, about 92%? I can't really read it. We'll just start getting ready. Here we go. No, I don't like to pull up there when there's chaff still coming out. There we go. Because I don't want to suck that into my radiator. They won't hurt the truck I'm in the game, but I don't think in real life I'd want to be driving right up into that cloud of chaff like that, pulling all that stuff into the radiator. And just leave it sit there. Now this is kind of a good test to see if we have any trees that are in the way. Well, it looks like he made it. Okay. That might have turned out to be a pretty good angle to work this field, and we'll see. I don't know if it'll cover the whole field or just part of it. We'll see. Yeah, I think it'll be okay on this one. Should have room. It made it on the last one, so it should make it on this one. Yeah. The question is, will it catch all that down there? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to miss at least a little bit of it. We'll have to go back and get it. But if it does, it does. I don't know why there was a problem there, but there was. It didn't start in the right spot. I don't know why. That's all right, we caught it. Now, if this thing would run all the way down to the far end, on this trajectory, I think we'd be okay, but it won't do it. But I think that's about what would have to be required. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have to fix the other end. Because on this next pass, it's going to go all the way to the far end, but it's going to skip some. It's going to leave some over on the right-hand side. And we'll have to go back and get it when it gets to the end of the road. So this may not be the best angle to do this field, although it will have long passes, which I do like. Yeah, see up there, you can already tell we're going to have some crop left over on the right-hand side that we're going to have to go get ourselves. Okay, I was not expecting it to get this far down here before the grain tank was full. But it made it all the way. Okay, now we're going to go get the part that got skipped.
Yeah, we could have made it full pass back there when I was talking about it. I kind of really went crooked there, didn't I? Oh, that's funny. Alright, well. I'm going to get this truck out of the way. Now we should be good to go for the rest of the field, I think. And if so, that's awesome. So yeah, at this point we really can just sit back and go along for the ride. And just let this guy do his thing. I do like moving the camera around every once in a while though. It's helpful to watch and make sure they don't miss anything when they turn. It's not always necessary though. You can just sit back and watch it. I just had to yawn. It's 1:27 in the morning where I live. Truck looks pretty small compared to this combine. We're just going to let it run, guys. It should pretty much run this whole field. headphones making my ears a little bit sore. Oh, I wish that coughing would stop. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna just leave that truck sit there. I like the fact that this harvester is taking nice long passes across the field. If you've watched any of my other gameplay, you know that's how I like to work them. Ideally, can't always do it ideally, but I always like to work in the direction of the longest passes. Because there's less times that the helper has to turn around at the end of each row. If there's less rows, that's less times the helper has to turn around. So if I can make it longer rows and less rows, that's better. It just means that the job gets done faster. So especially if you're playing and you're doing all the work yourself, my hands wouldn't let me do that. I kind of would like to do that, especially live streaming, where I actually operated all the equipment myself, but I know my hands would hurt too bad. And that's why I like this game, because I can let it just autoplay. I'm beginning to think maybe I should have brought my other truck. I should have brought the big rig. Maybe not. We'll see. But I think we're going to have more than what this truck will hold. I know we don't have enough to fill the tractor trailer, but I think we'd have more than what this dump truck will hold. Which will be okay, we'll go sell it. If I have a full truckload, I'll go sell it. And anything less than a truckload will go into the silos. Shoot, I could almost go to sleep for this right here. Oh, I had to sneeze, so I had to mute my mic there for a minute. I was actually able to reach it in time. Sometimes I can't find it because it's like an inline mute switch on my headset. Yeah, I'm pretty sure sitting in front of this fan with the fan blowing in my face is not good for me. But I tried this before and I was not sitting right directly where the fan was blowing and I got too hot. So I kind of I'm trying to sit where I have another chair, a lawn chair, kind of sitting between me and where the fan's at, so it kind of diffuses it a little bit. So maybe that'll help some. Makes it more difficult for me to see my laptop, but I just need to be able to monitor chat. In the event somebody pops into chat. That doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen, so I like to be able to see the chat room. I don't necessarily need to see the video. Oh, I had to yawn, guys. It's 1:42 in the morning where I live. And we've got a long way to go with this field. We've got a lot of field left to cover compared to what we've already done. Really, even like running the fertilizer, I'm going to have to hire a helper because I don't think I have enough fertilizer in a full tank to be able to, I don't know if it fertilized this field or not. It might. I may have done it before, but I think I had to hire a helper. I don't know his name. Okay, I just had somebody in chat, and they were telling me I should download the PS5 version of FS22. So I may look into that tomorrow. We'll continue with this live stream, but yeah, I'll look into that tomorrow. Seems like I might have seen something about a PS5 version. I thought I had that downloaded on my, actually, come to think of it. But there was a reason why I decided to go back to the PS4 version. But he said it actually looks much better. So I'll look into that tomorrow. And we may start over. We may just have to start on new maps. Yeah, so we might be starting over, guys, tomorrow. We might play the PS5 version. I think one of the reasons why I was playing the PS4 version is because of the mods. It had mods available that were not available with the PS5 version yet. And they were mods I like to use. Not like a government subsidy or anything like that, but just there were other mods. I can't even remember what they were. But I know there was a couple of things that I liked. I like to be able to use, and they were not available. But this was before I started doing the live streaming and stuff. So I went back to do the live streaming. I went back to the PS4 version so I could have access to more mods. But if it looks better, Now I got my overhead light on because I had somebody in chat, and I had to turn the overhead light on so I could see the keyboard on my laptop. Anyway, that person that came in the chat room, they didn't think I was playing on the PS5, but I am. I'm playing the PS4 version of the game, the disc version. All right, guys, we've been live streaming for 2 hours. 2 hours. I was just thinking about making a video and showing you guys what this guy in the chat had to say. The first thing he said when he came in, he said, "You are not playing on PS5." But I am playing on PS5. I'm just playing the PS4 version of the game on PS5. But it would have been a lot nicer if he'd have just asked me, what version of the game are you playing? Because I would have told him PS4 version, I'm playing it on my PS5. That's a real hard angle to see what's going on. I just realized I don't know why I was typing to that person in the chat instead of just talking to them. I could have just talked to them and answered their question instead of having to type it all out for them. Well, shucks. Well, I'll finish harvesting this field. But if I'm going to download the PS5 version, that means we're starting over again. I got to start over from zero. I'm not really wanting to do that, but that person said that it looks better and it runs better. And they've probably done some updates to it since I last looked at it. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to start over. So there's really no point in spending all that time to finish this field if I'm going to be going to a different version of the game, to the PS5 version. Yeah, I think I'm just going to finish harvesting this field. I'm not going to go ahead and cultivate it and plant it and all that, but we're going to start over. We're going to start over with a whole new thing, which is a bummer. We still got quite a bit of harvesting to finish. Hello, welcome, and or welcome back. And they left again. Welcome to the live stream, or welcome back, whichever the case may be. This guy's got a full grain tank. He can't even move. Now what we're going to do in this live stream is we're going to finish harvesting this field. And I'm not going to do any more because I had somebody in chat just a short time ago, and they were telling me I wasn't playing on a PS5, which I am, but I'm playing the PS4 version, the disc version, on my PS5, and this person, he or she, was wanting to know, well, why am I not playing the PS5 version? So I might download it again. I had it when they first released it, but of course there were no mods for it at that time, just a handful. There were mods that I liked, but they didn't have. So I went back to playing the disc version, PS4 version, which is what I'm playing now. So I probably will tomorrow, I will download, or later on today, I will download the PS5 version again and look and see what kind of mods they have now, see if they have the ones that I want. So we may be completely starting over again in the next live stream. Whole new map, everything, starting completely over. So I'm not going to waste a bunch of time on this field. I'm going to finish harvesting it though. But I'm not going to replant it right now because it's hard telling if I decide to stay with the PS5 version, then it's not going to matter what I do here because I got to completely rebuild this whole thing. But if I do start over on the PS5 version, then I might play No Man's Land instead of Calm Lands. Still got quite a bit to go. I haven't been paying attention to see how much capacity we still have remaining in our truck. It was kind of funny when that person was in the chat though, because I had to get up and go turn the overhead light on so I could see my keyboard and stuff, so I could type my responses. And after that guy left, or that girl left, whichever it is, after they left, I got to thinking, why was I worried about typing? I could have just talked on my microphone. I'm not used to having people in chat, so when I noticed there was somebody in chat, it was like, oh my God. So I got to remember, when somebody does show up in chat, don't panic, don't freak out. Was that about 78% full? What is this guy doing? What are you doing? You're fired. You are fired. Wow, cannot believe that. Why would it do that? Doesn't even make sense. Whoa, big shadow. Oh, another one. Oh, that was over on the laptop. That's how much of delay there was. It's like 6 seconds or something like that. That was kind of funny. I saw it on the TV screen, then I looked over at my laptop and I was thinking, oh, there's another one. Nope. Better back on up. Better back on up. started in the right spot that time. Let's see, how many soybeans do we have in our silo right now? What is that? I can hardly read it. 31,000. Okay. Wow. Still got a chunk to go. Oh, the top hop back over here for a second. How close are we? 90%, 91%. Well, we're going to have to fill it one more time. All right, so we have to empty this tank one more time. And then we can sell what we have in the truck. And everything left over will go into the silo. Oh, let me turn that light back on. I have not had an electric bill here at my new apartment yet. So I'm really trying to keep everything turned off as much as possible and stuff like that, until I can kind of figure out, you know, what the average electric bill is going to be. But thankfully, I haven't really had to run the air conditioner a lot. I run it a little bit. I prefer to run it after it gets dark. I don't have a lot of direct sunlight hitting my apartment, either the front or the back. The front is covered by a breezeway, so that if there's any direct sunlight hitting the front, it's just a very small amount for a short while, but I think the trees kind of block it out. So, but on the back, I get the full blunt of the evening sun, and it does radiate some heat coming through my window back there. So I just have a small fan, a little fan, actually like that mounts to like a desk or something like that, you know. I have it just attached to the headboard on my bed. But I try to run the air conditioner for a little bit in the evening time after the sun goes down. gonna go sell this right up here. $767,000. Wow, that's pretty good. Yep. Got distracted. Hey, welcome to the live stream, or welcome back, whichever the case may be. Now the rest of the soybeans will go in our silo. But like I was saying earlier, we're just going to finish harvesting this field, and then I will check out the PS5 version to see if they have more mods than what they did when I looked at it before. I hope they do. Otherwise, if they don't have stuff that I want to use, then I may come back on the PS4 version, but I don't want to continue on this field if I think I might be switching and starting over again. There's no point in continuing. But I am going to go ahead and finish harvesting. And then if we come back on PS4 version, the disc version, then I will, we'll just pick up in the next live stream. We'll pick up in the next live stream fertilizing this field. I'm going to move this out of the way. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to tell that the PS5 version looks better, because it's not going to look any better unless you have like you get a better resolution TV or something like that, you know. So I think on what the system I'm using and what I have as a monitor, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference, but there may actually be a difference in the rendering and stuff as far as YouTube is concerned. So maybe it might look better. I'll just have to look at it and see. Handled that very good. Did a good job. it won't be long now. Well, it'll still take a little bit to finish this off. It's looking like had we not took this harvester up and filled it up with fuel, we still would have had enough, it looks like, to finish, just barely, but it looks like we would have been able to finish this field with a third of the tank. It looks like it's going to take just about a quarter tank to complete this field. So we probably would have had enough fuel. Now, when we get through here, I will go park the harvester back over by the silos. We'll take the truck and we'll go empty the grain into the silo. And then we will bring the fertilizer spreader over to this field. We're not going to use it, but we'll bring it over here and park it over here in the event that the next live stream picks up in this field. I have the feeling we might be switching to the PS5 version, which means I'll be starting over, and I'll probably start on No Man's Land, or I might restart Elm Creek. But I won't make that decision until later. I got to check out the PS5 version. It's, you know, like I was saying, I looked at it before, and it did not have, like, it was just, had just been released, so there wasn't, it didn't really have mods and stuff for it at the time. But I will look and see what they have. And if they have some of the newer, some of the mods that I want to be able to use, then we'll start over on the PS5 version. Otherwise, I'm just going to come back to this. And we've been live streaming for just over 3 hours now, right at 3 hours. It is 5 minutes after 3 in the morning where I live. Now we will leave our cedar over here. I'm not going to worry about bringing the cultivator over. If we end up back over here on this map, then we will we'll get it as we need it. But we'll go ahead and bring the fertilizer spreader over there, and then we'll bring the truck back. And I forgot to empty this thing. It's a good thing I'm just going to put it in the silo. Let's see what we can do here. Perfect. Oh, there went the stop sign. I totally forgot about it until I know I hit it. Oh well. Did it get stuck under there? No. I think it's laying around here. I think it's laying over here somewhere. Well, I don't know where, oh. No, I don't know where it's at. Where'd it go? Huh. It should have been right there. I know it's normally laying right in here somewhere when I knock it down. There it is. There we go. All right, we'll go up here and get our, well, let's pay attention to what we're doing. We'll go get our fertilizer spreader and take it over there. We're not going to use it. I'm just going to take it over there in the event that I come back to this map on the next live stream. But I have the feeling that we might be switching to a new map. So we'll be switching to no man's land. And that's good. It just needs to sit right there like that. All right. So we're just going to leave everything like it is, guys. We'll leave the equipment over there at the other field, just in case we come back here. Like I said, I'm going to check out the PS5 digital version. See if it's got more mods and stuff than it did before. If it doesn't have new mods, then I'll come back and play here. But we'll wrap it up for this edition right here, guys, this episode. And we may see you in no man's land. We may see you right back here. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to check out the PS5 version. I'll do that later today sometime. And then decide if I actually do want to start over again. And we'll see. Anyway, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Until then, God bless.